this is Learn with Trilogy. I'm Himanshi and we are discussing the top 10 events of 2023 and this video is specifically for the CLAT UG students. I've been saying this time and again, अगर आप current affairs का section cover करना चाहते हैं अपने CLAT UG के exam में, you have to only go through the major and the most important news of that year and go through the 360-degree coverage of that particular news, and it is going to be really helpful for your examination. That's what the exam is actually demanding. इसलिए मैंने एक लाइव सेशन दिया था पार्ट 1 का टॉप 10 इवेंट्स का. इफ यू वांट टू गो थ्रू दैट वीडियो, आई विल बी प्रोवाइडिंग द लिंक बिलो. If not that, I have another video this time. This is the part 2 and I'll be discussing the rest leftover MCQs or all the important events from 2023. Alright. So before we start this video, I want to tell you about the rules for today. Since we have top 10 events, I'll be discussing first the top questions. So I'll show you a question. You have to answer them independently in your own sheet, and at the end of this course, your job is to tell me how much did you score out of the 10 questions. Okay. So I'll show you the question and we'll discuss everything, the 360-degree coverage जो मैं आपसे कह रही हूँ. We'll analyze that news and then move forward to the next question. So you make sure that you tell me all your score at the end of this video. Before we move forward, I have to tell you about few more stuff. For example, our courses. अगर आपका current affairs week है, you can actually go through this course where आपके सारे current affairs यहाँ पे complete हो जाएंगे जो हम यहाँ discuss कर रहे हैं, और जो बाकी सारी चीजें अगर छूट जाती है वो सारी चीजें along with MCQs, along with free quiz, everything is covered under this one course. If you think your legal reasoning is weak, if you think your constitution and torts is weak, you can actually go through this course जहाँ आपको एक exclusive free quiz भी मिलता है so that you can practice your legal reasoning independently. You can also enroll in our mock courses जहाँ पे आप सारी mocks को एक साथ analyze करके सारे subjects, सारी चीज़ों को एक साथ अच्छी तरीके से practice कर सकते हैं. If not that, if you want all of that under one course and you don't want to buy them separately or have preparations otherwise, we have this one course which covers everything. All the free quizzes, all the free content that you get, all the mocks as well. Everything under that one course. If not that, if you like reading as well, you can actually go through these two books. One is the Oswal publication ka and one is the CLAT LLB. This has been provided to us by Priya Jain, Priya ma'am. So yes, she has really put her input in this book. Here you get the subjective analysis. Here you get the previous year solved papers. So both these books are going to be helpful to you. इनका भी link नीचे दिया गया है description में. Now let's start our first event and let's see what do you score at the end of this session. So which was the first stealth ship launched under the Project 17A? This is the stealth ship that I'm talking about. वैसे तो बहुत सारी ships अभी launch हो चुकी है, but the first ship was option B, INS Nilgiri. Indian naval ship. INS का मतलब होता है Indian naval ship. तो under Project 17A, stealth ship total 7 बनानी थी. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, these are the 7 ships. So these were the 7 ships. पहले बहुत सारी हो चुकी है. Recently विंध्यागिरी and महेंद्रगिरी को launch किया गया था. जितनी भी names हम देख रहे हैं, नीलगिरी, हिमगिरी, उदयगिरी, दूनागिरी, these are all named after some mountain peak or some ranges, hill ranges, right? तो विंध्यागिरी was named after Karnataka, महेंद्रगिरी was named after the mountain peak in Odisha. These are the most recently inducted Indian naval ships. But इनकी सबसे पहली कौन सी थी? नीलगिरी. Okay. Remember the name of the project. Remember where it was constructed. Mazgaon dock ship. Remember the names of all these ships as well. If you want short form इसका, तो I will give you a name which is called as Thand MV. Thand मुझे भी. So T से तारागिरी, H से हिमगिरी, उदयगिरी, नीलगिरी, ये सारे नाम यहाँ पर आ जाएंगे. If just इससे याद रखे तो Thand MV. आप अगर क्वेश्चन आता है the following is not, you'll be able to solve this question as well. Alright. I hope you got this question right. Otherwise थोड़ी सी हिस्ट्री की अगर मैं बात करूँ तो ईस्ट इंडिया के अंडर the navy ship जो हमारी अभी है Indian naval, that was actually formed before or during the Britishers, I would say, in 1612. Okay. After we got independent, it was formed as a freshly new branded independent naval in Indian Navy, I would say, on 26 January 1950. Our motto is Sham No Varuna, and the present Chief of Naval Staff is Admiral R. Hari Kumar. These are all the important historical static facts that you should remember. Next, we are talking about the important event BRICS. What was the theme that was recently launched? So if in case you knew कि इसकी location क्या है, आप तुक्का लगा सकते थे. It is BRICS Africa. BRICS and Africa was the theme because it is where it was held. It is the 15th BRICS summit that we are talking about. कौन सा edition है is equally important. Where was it held? Johannesburg, South Africa. Very important. What is the full form of BRICS? So it stands for all the member nations: Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. And the theme I told you, because it was held in South Africa, इसका मतलब है कि इस बार की 2023 की chair was with South Africa. When was it formed? Static भी आपको पता होना चाहिए. Whatever current events we are talking about, along with that the static and the history facts as well. It was formed in 2006. The first summit was in Russia 2009. 14th, that means the last summit, क्योंकि ये 15th है, last summit happened in China and the headquarters is in Shanghai, China. See, whenever we talk about the BRICS का headquarter, we usually think कि इसका headquarter है. It is not that. Actually BRICS के अंदर एक NDB बैंक है. इस बैंक का हेडक्वार्टर है आपका शंघाई में, ठीक है. सो व्हेनेवर वी सी कि हेडक्वार्टर्स ऑफ ब्रिक्स इज इन शंघाई, इट्स नॉट दैट, वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द बैंक एनडीबी हियर. Also recently these 1 2 3 4 5 6 countries were talked about. We discussed here that these countries will be inducted in the BRICS organization. We don't know what the name of this organization now is going to be. It can be BRICS 2.0 or maybe जो उसके full form है वो कुछ और बदल जाए. And the full membership will take from or will be upgraded on 1st of January 2024. So you can be asked questions from these 6 countries as well. All right. Next is when or recently the parliament approved the reservation of dash percentage of women. Very, very important. This was a huge step that the government took. So here we are talking about option C, that is 33% ka reservation. I really hope that you got this question right, because this was a really talked about event. So अब 33% रिजर्वेशन हो गया, सिर्फ उससे क्वेश्चन नहीं आएगा, आपकी सारी चीजों से आ सकता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल व्हाट वाज द अमेंडमेंट बिल का नंबर 128, व्हाट इज द अदर नेम ऑफ इट? नारी शक्ति वंदन अधिनियम. इट इज एक्चुअली द फर्स्ट लेजिस्लेशन which was approved by the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha, both of them in the new parliament building. Okay, so that's the first thing. Now we are talking about the 33% reservation, but ये कहाँ reservation हो रहा है? लोक सभा, state assemblies and the Delhi assembly. What is the duration? 15 years का. Not just that, there will be sub reservation as well for the marginal groups like SC and ST and for Anglo Indians as well. For example, इनका जो already reservation का कोटा है उसमें भी 33% का जो reservation है will be given to the women. That means sub reservation here. Alright, of course जब हम reservation की बात करें, it aims to promote gender equality, gender representation, more women participation here. So we hope कि हमारे law making process में we are able to, or we are going to see more women in it. Rajya Sabha Speaker and the Lok Sabha Speaker I have mentioned here. In case there are any changes, make sure that you stay updated with it. Leader of the opposition is Mallikarjun Kharge. Not just that, another question can be asked कि पहली बार कब वुमेन रिजर्वेशन बिल को प्रेजेंट किया गया था? ड्यूरिंग द गवर्नमेंट ऑफ देवे गौड़ा इन 1996. इसके अलावा इफ देयर इज अ क्वेश्चन रिगार्डिंग व्हिच कंट्री हैज द हाईएस्ट पार्टिसिपेशन ऑफ वुमेन, सो यू विल से रवांडा, क्यूबा एंड निकारागुआ. Okay, and then the reservation, if or whenever it comes into picture, it is going to make some changes in these articles, in the constitution, in the state assemblies. So जितने भी नए articles आ सकते हैं, जितने भी changes आ सकते हैं, that I have also mentioned here. Next is, which of the following is not a fundamental right? We know that recently the same-sex marriage का legalization was dismissed by the Supreme Court, and that's why I'm asking this question. Which of the following is not a fundamental right? The correct answer here is right to marry. In similar fashion, this question can also be framed that which article of the Constitution safeguards one's right to marry the person of his or her choice? तो ये जो राइट है आपको कौन से आर्टिकल में मिलता है? इट इज आर्टिकल 21, राइट टू लाइफ. तो इन दैट वे फंडामेंटल राइट से भी क्वेश्चन आ सकता है. स्टैटिक फैक्ट को आपको एलैबोरेट करके पूछा जा सकता है कि आर्टिकल ये कौन सा आर्टिकल वो कौन सा है, बेसिक स्ट्रक्चर में आता है या नहीं आता है, ऐसे क्वेश्चंस भी आ सकते हैं. राइट, लेट्स टॉक अबाउट द रीसेंट इवेंट. सो द अपील वाज डिसमिस्ड बाय द सुप्रीम कोर्ट सेइंग दैट दिस इज एक्चुअली नॉट अ डोमेन. ये हमारा काम ही नहीं है, ये पार्लियामेंट का काम है. दे शुड बी एक्चुअली ड्रॉइंग द लॉ दैट इज डिस्कस्ड हियर. बट हियर दे डिड एक्नॉलेज द फैक्ट दैट the right to choose a partner is actually a core element of the article 21. That they did say, but वहाँ पे same sex marriage के बारे में उन्होंने dismiss कर दिया that this is not a domain. But here make sure that you remember the Special Marriage Act of 1954 because this was also talked about. A question can be asked कि ऐसे कौन से act के provisions के बारे में discussion हुआ था? So you say Special Marriage Act of 1954. Then India recently won the title of, now this is going to be a very interesting question. This is a very interesting question. We did won the ICC Women's Under-19 T20 World Cup. We won the 5S Asia Cup. We won the SAFF Championship Under-16, Under-19. Then we also won the Asia Cup. We also could have or would have won the World Cup recently. So that would have been really good for us. We also won the Champions Trophy recently. So 2023 बहुत अच्छा था हमारे sports के domain के लिए. We really hope World Cup would have been ours as well. एंड यहाँ पर मैं वो भी लिखती, बट नो वरीज, हियर इफ यू गेट द राइट आंसर इट वुड बी ऑल ऑफ द अबव. ओके, सो आई वुड लाइक टू टेल यू अबाउट एवरीथिंग, ऑल द इवेंट्स हियर. सारे विनर्स तो इंडिया ही रहे हैं, रनर अप भी यहाँ पर मेंशन्ड है, और कहाँ पर ये हुआ था दैट पर्टिकुलर इवेंट वो भी यहाँ पर मेंशन्ड है. देन दी SAFF चैंपियनशिप, द अंडर 19 चैंपियनशिप, सबकी लोकेशन अलग है, सबके रनर अप्स अलग हैं. प्लीज मेक श्योर दैट यू नो दैट. अंडर 16 चैंपियनशिप एंड द एशिया कप एज वेल. ऑल ऑफ दिस हैज बीन मेंशन्ड इन आवर कोर्सेज. इफ यू एनरोल, वी हैव ऑल्सो स्टार्टेड दिस सीरीज वेयर वी रैप अप ऑल द इंपॉर्टेंट वीडियोज, लाइक सारे स्पोर्ट्स इवेंट्स, सारे नेशनल इवेंट्स, सारे अपॉइंटमेंट्स एक साथ हमने वहां पर चैप्टर क्रिएट किया है. सो इफ यू एनरोल इन आवर कोर्सेज, ये सारे इवेंट्स को हमने वहां पे वीडियो फॉर्मेट में कवर किया है इंडिविजुअली. Next question is about which of the following is incorrectly matched. So this year we also saw a lot of indexes, and a question like this can also be expected. So here if you closely see, only one is incorrectly matched. This is Logistics Performance Index. It is not given by the International Monetary Fund. So here the correct answer not correctly matched would be option B, that is 6. सो वैसे ही पैटर्न में मैंने यहाँ पे सारी चीजें आपको मेंशन की है. व्हाट इज द इंडेक्स, व्हाट इज इंडियाज रैंक एंड द बेस्ट परफॉर्मिंग कंट्री, विच इज द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट फैक्ट. जितने भी आप इंडेक्सेस देख लो, दिस इज द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट फैक्ट पब्लिश्ड बाय इंडियाज रैंक एंड द बेस्ट परफॉर्मिंग कंट्री. सो ऑल द इंडेक्सेस आई हैव मेंशन्ड हियर. Now, what is the other name of Quad? So recently a Quad summit happened. This happened in Japan and 4 members were the participating members of Quad, because of course Quad का मतलब 4 होता है. So it is also called as Asian NATO, but इसका full form quadrilateral dialogue है. तो आप इसमें confuse मत होना. Full form is quadrilateral dialogue, which is basically an informal security dialogue in the Asia Pacific region here, and the members here are Australia, Japan, India and USA. It began in 2007 and उसके बाद ये थोड़ा ठंडा पड़ गया था, बातचीत नहीं हो रही थी. आफ्टर दैट इट वाज resurrected in 2017 and since then अभी तक ये चल रहा है. 2021 में आई थिंक इट वाज द फर्स्ट फॉर्मल समिट दैट हैपेंड, एंड सिंस देन हम ये समिट हो रहे हैं. इंडिया भी इसका पार्टिसिपेटिंग नेशन है एंड वी आर विलिंग कि 2024 का जो समिट होगा वो इंडिया में होगा. लास्ट जो समिट हुआ था वो टोक्यो जापान में हुआ था 2022 का. ठीक है, व्हाट वाज द विजन स्टेटमेंट व्हिच वाज इशूड? इट वाज द एंड्यूरिंग पार्टनर्स ऑफ द इंडिया पैसिफिक दैट वाज रिवील्ड. ओके, सो दिस वाज अबाउट द क्वाड समिट. Now, which of the following released the High Seas Treaty? Very, very important. Now, this one treaty actually gets the entire 2/3 world's ocean. इससे जितने भी हमारे international waters है, that comes under the jurisdiction and that can actually be now claimed for, or I should say कुछ laws बन सकते हैं उन जगह पे, क्योंकि वो open area रहा है अभी तक. Okay, so that particular area will now be under this particular treaty which was made by United Nations. Very important. Now, this treaty is also called as the Paris Agreement for the Ocean and it aims to protect the world's ocean, और जितनी भी मरीन हमारी बायोडाइवर्सिटी है उन्हें प्रोटेक्ट करना चाहते हैं. Right? New body to manage the conservation of this marine life will now come into picture, and with that 30% of the world's ocean will now be under the protected domain. तो यही इनका मोटिव था. If you want to know कि what is this high seas that we are talking about? तो जब भी हम sea की बात करते हैं, there are different areas and this is in relation to the United Nations Convention on the Law of Sea, UNCLOS, UN clause you can say that. उसमें अलग अलग areas divide होते हैं, और जो beyond exclusive economic zone होता है, that is called as the high sea, okay, or the international waters. Next, where is the Silicon Valley Bank based? Now, this particular bank saw a major downfall recently, जहाँ mostly startups के पैसे होते थे, and because of the increase in interest rate, they really saw a major loss. And it is based in California, USA, which was formed in 1983. It was one of the biggest bank failure that USA saw recently since 2008. Okay, so the reason I've written here, it's the rising interest rate environment. Now, the last question from today. India recently launched Operation Ajay with respect to which country? Now, recently we have seen a lot of ruckus here in Israel and we saw कि कितनी ज़्यादा यहाँ पर problem चल रही थी. इस वजह से, so that we could evacuate our citizens from this war-torn situation, we as a country launched Operation Ajay. Now, because I just want to brief you about this situation. So Hamas launched around 5,000 rockets, which is a terrorist organization, and in retaliation, Israel declared a state of war. Since then, बहुत सारी हानि हो चुकी है, लोगों की जाने जा चुकी है, बहुत ज़्यादा लॉस हो चुका है, and since then काफ़ी सारी प्रॉब्लम चल रही है. तो हमने यहाँ पर जो है evacuation drive चालू किया था to evacuate Indians from Israel. All right. Yes. What was the operation जो हमस ने लॉन्च किया था? It was called as the Operation Al-Aqsa Storm. इसमें आपको कंफ्यूज नहीं होना है. If you want to know about the whole situation of Israel-Palestine, I've made a video where you'll understand everything right from the scratch, history till the recent development. With that, it's a wrap from today. I really hope that you understood everything and all the questions you actually got them right. Do not forget to share your answers. Do not forget to share your score with me at the end of the session in the comment section below. Thank you so much for joining. I shall see you in the next one.